Hi, my name is Sarah Morey. I'm the grant coordinator for Morrison Reeves Library. My associate is Jane Smith, the library director, and we're here to talk to you about family literacy without barriers. We'd like to start out by letting you know who we are. There are 6 partners for this program. There's Morrison Reeves Library, a local public library that's been serving Wayne County for 145 years now. Richmond Community Schools, Wayne County Sheriff and the correctional facility located here in Richmond, Communities and Schools of Wayne County, which is actually a local branch of a national organization called Communities and Schools, Earlham College and the Indiana Reading Corps, which teaches the college students how to be reading tutors and then puts the trained tutors into Richmond schools, kindergarten through 8th grade, to help improve children's reading skills. Ivy Tech Community College, which has a branch here in Richmond. They have a large remedial reading and adult education component, so they can contribute pretty significantly to the effort. Why do we want to do family literacy without barriers? Wayne County is confronting some social issues that can be directly related to poor literacy skills in both adults and children, and also that can be associated with children having parents who are incarcerated. 87.7 out of 1,000 teenage girls between the ages of 15 and 19 in Wayne County experience pregnancies. Richmond High School has actually recently been labeled as a dropout factory. The number of freshmen that go on to graduate from high school in Wayne County, it amounts to only 60.1%. Our unemployment rate is 12% as compared to the 9.7% of the United States. The federally funded Even Start Family Literacy Program did a 10-year evaluation. What they found was that the Even Start families really do turn out to be a significantly more disadvantaged population than a lot of the other underprivileged populations. There are a majority of the families that are earning and surviving on less than $6,000 per year. They found that when measuring the literacy skills of Even Start participants against those of the control group, that the Even Start participants did not show any greater improvement in literacy skills than those of the control group. Participants in the program did not attend regularly, did not take advantage of all of the services available, and that was directly reflected in the fact that their skill levels did not improve. Who can we help? Wayne County's correctional facility has a number of inmates who are parents of local school children. Particularly, we would like to help people who have very basic, limited, or no literacy skills. The participation element that was such a problem for the federally funded Even Start program is being addressed by the fact that anyone who wishes to participate in the program has to have at least 1 year remaining on their sentence in jail so that they can participate in the program for at least 1 year. The safety of our volunteers, teachers, children, and inmates are of the utmost importance. We also want to help local school children who have one or more parents who are incarcerated, and these children will also be put into, if they're not already, in the Communities and Schools program. That way they can be tracked, and they will also be given a mentor. Our program is going to be introduced in phases. The program initiation will find qualifying participants, inmates and students. It will then establish statistical baselines, so doing literacy testing so that we know where we're starting so we can see how well we've done. And at this point, literacy advocate volunteers will be trained at the library. The second phase of learning, inmates will be participating in 2 remedial reading classes per week, and students will have 2 sessions of mentoring per week. Phase 3, skill building. Once a month, the inmates will be continue having a remedial reading class to help them build their skills. And then once a week, they will be participating with the literacy advocates, learning how to read aloud in tutorial sessions The tutors will help them with any problems that they're running into and teach them the skills that they need in order to read aloud to their children. The students at this stage will begin visiting their parents in the jail. This will happen once a week, and then they will still be doing activities with their mentors once a week. Phase 4 is the transitioning phase. This is where we start getting the parents and the students together in literacy-related ways. Once a month, inmates will still participate in tutoring sessions to help them with their read-aloud skills and their reading and literacy skills. Once a week, parents and students will have a visit, which includes a literacy advocate reading aloud. So this amounts to basically a story time for the parents and students. And then once a week, students will continue with their mentors. Phase 5 is solidifying. Once a week, the advocates will supervise parents reading aloud to their students during visiting times. And students will continue with their mentors once a week. Finally, the program graduation, which is phase 6, we will test again to see what kind of advances the participants have made and compare those to the established baselines. Students and parents will continue their visitations, but it will be at the family's discretion. The program will no longer coordinate those activities, although Morrison Reads Library will still be providing the reading materials should the parents and children want them. And the students will continue in the Communities in Schools program with mentored activities. Our first goal is to bring family literacy activities into the correctional facility. We will be giving at least 2 opportunities for family literacy type activities, including the story times and the parent-child reading times. Within 9 months of the program's inception, there will be 2 per week. We wish to improve our inmates' literacy skills. We want them to show an improvement in reading of 2 grade levels within 1 year of starting the program. And finally, we would like to see improved grades and behavior for the students who are participating in the program. We will track their grades in literacy-related school subjects, so subjects that require reading and comprehension, such as English, history, science, social studies, etc. And we would like them to start showing improvements in grades and behaviors within 6 months of their starting the program. Our budget, the total cost of the program will be $139,416. This includes personnel, operating, startup, and office costs. And we're requesting from you, the Wayne County Foundation, $17,940. The specifics on the budget, we will just look at these briefly. In your handout, which you received at the beginning of this program, this detailed budget is available to you, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to talk about it after we're done. The money that we are requesting from the Wayne County Foundation is actually 1/2 of the Family Literacy Coordinator position. The Hearst Foundation will be providing the other half of that, and as you can see, we've gotten fund donations and in-kind donations for all of the other personnel needs. We need, obviously, the training facilities for literacy advocates. We need office space, storage space. So with the exception of the money that we've requested from the Hearst Foundation for the vehicle, all of the other items on this particular part of the budget have been covered by in-kind donations from our partners. Miscellaneous operating expenses, so things like telephone, postage, internet, that sort of thing. Again, we have all of this covered. The startup, office supplies, and equipment. Meyer has been kind enough to donate all of the office supplies that we need, and Marsh Supermarkets, one of our local supermarkets, has given us the funds for a computer and a fax copier printer combination. Again, the amount that we're requesting from Wayne County Foundation is $17,940, and that is to cover 1/2 of the Family Literacy Coordinator, which would be the program coordinator. The handout that we gave you at the beginning of the presentation has all of the contact information, including the contact names, numbers, email addresses, and as you can see, the websites for the 6 partners for the Family Literacy Without Barriers program. And if anybody has any questions, now's the time.